Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be comparing low settings, the absolute lowest settings versus the absolute highest settings to see how much the lowest settings looks compared to the highest settings. How do they compare? How do they look versus each other? And does the lower settings give you a competitive advantage compared to the higher settings? Not just with performance. I'm not talking about performance, but visually. Is it easier to see your targets versus low settings compared to high settings? Now I'm going to play a clip of low settings and high settings side by side so you can compare both of them as they play at the same time, and then we're going to talk about it. Now that we've seen the low settings and the high settings, the low settings obviously look worse than the high settings, so there isn't really like a massive difference. It's just like a lower quality rendering than the high settings, but there is actually a competitive advantage playing on low settings compared to high settings. Of course, there is always the frame rate advantage. If you want to take full advantage of a higher frame rate, you can always lower the settings to get the highest frame rate possible. But the game isn't well optimized, so I'm not sure how well that works. One thing I do notice, though, that is a huge competitive advantage that I have not noticed before until doing this video, is that if you turn effect quality off instead of on high, medium, or low, if you turn it completely off, it stops the light shafts / the lighting from like going into your face and through windows and through cracks and stuff. Like there's rays of light that can be blinding, and if you just turn the effect quality off, there is no rays of light, so you can actually see better and see more depending on what time of day it is when you're in the map. But you can actually see more and get an advantage over other people that might have that setting on. Now, as you can see from the picture above, the high settings are actually harder to see targets that may be in the windows in the buildings, or even to see that side of the building or that side of the area, because the rays of light are blinding you and hitting your eyeballs, and you can't really see as well as some of the people that are playing on low settings. Now, if you are going to play on low settings, I would recommend turning anti-aliasing to the max, because this game has a lot of jagged edges, or turning the resolution up since you are lowering the settings. But if you turn the resolution up, you are going to be getting less frames, and the whole point of going low settings is to get more frames. And I just can't recommend enough now that you turn effect quality off to get a competitive advantage to those people that leave it on. And if you leave it on, you are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment below, tell me what you guys think about this video and the settings in this game. Do you think it's fair that the effect quality can actually give you a competitive advantage or disadvantage depending on which setting you choose? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because you want to be subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time.